Happy 2022. Welcome to our live video in regards to the latest IRCC news. I'm Reza from Toronto Ingwe Immigration. Great news for applicants from inside of Canada who want to convert to a work permit from their visitor status. We're live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And we will go over this new policy which was announced today, March 1st, 2022. Basically, you do not need to leave the country or flagpole to collect your work permit. That's in a nutshell what this means. We're just going to quickly refer back to the policy. This policy started during COVID back in the past 1 year, which was very useful, and it expired February 28th, 2022, which was just basically yesterday. But it has been extended for 1 more year, which is very, very important for many people inside of Canada who want to apply for their work permit. This is extremely important that you understand who is eligible and who is not eligible and who this affects and who it doesn't affect. This news has been published on the IRCC website, so you can Google it. This does not apply to study permit holders or spouses or partners of full-time international students or full-time temporary foreign workers inside Canada. Since if you fall into this group, don't need this policy to apply for a work permit from inside or outside of Canada. This policy only applies to people inside of Canada with valid visitor status who have a job offer and want to apply for a closed work permit. What this policy does not do is you cannot apply for an open work permit with this policy because it's very specific. You cannot just obtain a job offer from any employer and say, hey, I've got a job offer, give me my work permit. You need an LMIA, or it needs to be an LMI exempt program. If you don't know what an LMIA is, it's basically a labor market impact assessment. We will have a video released next week on what that means. Can you work while your work permit application from inside of Canada is under process? Under this specific policy, it's a yes and a no. What does this mean? It means that if you previously had a work permit in the last 12 months at any point, you are allowed to continue to work when you apply for this new work permit, interim work authorization. If you have not had a valid work permit in the past 12 months, you are not allowed to start working until a decision is made on this work permit application. So don't get confused, folks, if you're watching this. This does not apply to postgraduate work permits. This does not apply for spousal open work permits. This only applies to applicants from inside of Canada who are here with a visitor status now and want to apply for work permit. Typically, you need to leave the country or flagpole, which means basically go to the US border to collect your work permit. With this policy extension, you can apply from inside of Canada, quote this policy, and ask for the work permit to be mailed to your Canadian mailing address. Who's eligible under this policy? Anyone with a valid visitor status inside of Canada with a valid job offer from a Canadian employer. Pay attention to the word valid. We will release a video in the next 2 weeks on what this exactly means and the criteria in regards to a valid job offer as per Canadian immigration. How long does it take to process a closed work permit application from inside Canada? Basically meaning it has an LMIA or LMI exempt. Well, typically right now it's taking 4 months. So as of March 1st, it's 4 months for a regular work permit. But if you are in one of the prioritized occupations as per IRCC, these occupations can have their work permits processed within 4 weeks. And the list of occupations which are prioritized are butchers, meat cutters, retail or wholesale, truck drivers, agricultural service contractors, farm supervisors, livestock workers, general farm workers, nursery and greenhouse workers, harvesting laborers, fish and seafood plant or factory workers, laborers in food and beverage and these types of industries who are working and in the factories or processing plants, laborers in fish and seafood processing, industrial butchers, meat cutters, poultry preparers, or these types of occupations. As well, some health related work permit applications are prioritized. Nurse coordinators and supervisors, registered nurses, specialist physicians, general practitioners and family physicians, which means basically family doctors, other professional occupations in health in terms of diagnosing and treating, pharmacists, laboratory technicians, whole bunch of stuff, medical radiation technologists, licensed practical nurses, paramedical nurse aides, patient service associates, home child care providers, and home support workers, excluding housekeepers, right? If they're applying for MinSAF Canada, remember they all need an LMIA. These are the occupations, plus any occupations related to film and television industry in Canada. These are basically the prioritized occupations which can probably receive their work permits within a month, sometimes less. And remember, if you or your employer needs help with an LMIA, a labor market impact assessment, a work permit application, a permanent residency through provincial programs or federal programs like Express Entry, our licensed team in Canada helps applicants from across 10 provinces. Our team speaks over 7 languages and helps applicants from over 47 countries. Apply for your free assessment by clicking on the links on our social media and websites, and connect directly with me or any of my licensed immigration team members. We have our regular viewers and audience in our chat box. Hi everyone, Nasreen, Anil Reddy Chef, how are you? Santiago, Anil, thank you for connecting today. Irfan Hosseini, hi Reza, how long does it take to get a decision on a spousal open work permit application from Iran? The website says about 40 weeks. I would say 4.5 months would be the standard time that we're seeing right now. So this was a very quick video, folks. Just an IRCC policy extension that was extended for another year. We wanted to let our viewers know. We will see you next Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, and again next Tuesday and Thursday. Thanks for joining us today. We will be back. Remember to like this video and connect with us through our social media, especially our YouTube and our website, to receive a free assessment. Again, folks, remember this new policy only applies to specific applicants from MinSAF Canada. If you want to keep track of more new immigration programs and policies, remember to tune in to our social media. Follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and we will let you know of all the major changes in terms of Canadian immigration. Appreciate it. Take care. Christy, Jose, make sure you message us on YouTube and we'll get back to you because we're signing off today. See you on Thursday, everyone. Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.